Hello everybody, Zach here, and in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to review the anonymous tips that have been placed by your employees or their tip reporters. So to begin, we're on the portal back-end system here homepage, and so there's a couple different ways that we can access tips that have been placed. When a tip is placed, it will immediately show in your recent activity tab. So when you log in, you could click directly onto the link here to be taken directly to that tip. Or you can click on the dashboard button here or the dashboard link down in our drop-down, and that will give you a total for all the number of tips that are in specific statuses. You can modify the date range there to show certain statuses or certain time periods for those statuses. Or you can also click into the reports tab here to go directly to a listing of all the tip reports that have been placed. So from this screen, we can now access the tip detail in a couple different ways. We can click on our ID numbers here, or we can click on our edit/view buttons here. So by clicking that button, it will take us into the tip report detail screen. And on this screen, we can see the original tip report that has been made. So this was the tip that came in from our tip reporter. And at this point, we can review here, and we can also make notes to begin our investigation on the tip. So one thing that we can do as we start out is to just give a title here to our tip. This can be anything that you desire. We can move our tip from the status of waiting into working. Waiting is the default status that all tips will be dropped into when they're first made. And just an FYI, if you do not move a tip out of waiting status within 3 days of the tip being placed, you'll get an automated email notification from OpenEars. And this helps to basically just make sure that you don't forget about the tip and make sure that it is being addressed and being worked on. So moving it into working, now we can delegate ownership of the investigation to a member of your admin team. Here we've got Jay Doe as one of the users. That's what I'm logged in as now, or Zach Clark. So I've got 2 users on my team. So I will delegate this out to Zach Clark. And then we can select a risk level. We'll say high. Here you've got low, medium, or high. The type is selected by the tip reporter, and we could change that if we feel it's necessary, but in this instance, it seems to be appropriate for the tip that was made. And then we can make some notes here, whatever that might be, to describe and document our investigation process as we start. So in this, we can say we contacted Smith and have a meeting with him in HR in the coming week. So that can be whatever we would like to put into that screen there. And then we click Save Updates and Notes here to save our information that we changed. And then if we click back out into the report detail, we can then see that our note has been saved here. We contacted Bill Smith and have a meeting. And you can see the attributes of the tip report that we changed. Title, we gave it a title, so we changed it from blank essentially to employee harassment. Owner, we changed it again from blank to Zach Clark, and we changed the risk level to high. And as you continuously make notes in the future as the investigation proceeds, there will be a complete list of all the changes that you make, new notes that you make on this page, and that's easily printable, exportable. So you've got a full audit trail of all activity for any given case for any tip that comes up. And finally, I just wanted to highlight the ability to send a message back to the tip reporter if they've left their email address and indicated that it was okay to do a follow-up. And to do that follow-up, you simply click into this button here, and you'll be taken to a screen that provides you with a box where you can type in the message that you'd like to send to the tip reporter, and then you would click here simply. So I'll make a quick example. So I'll say hello from Example Co. Thank you for placing your tip. We just want to let you know that we have begun investigating the situation. So if we click send message, you can see it pops up here as a message that has been sent. And then the tip reporter would receive an email that would take them to a chat room where the message would pop up and in which they could type their own messages that would then be sent back and displayed on this page as well. Great, so that's a little bit of the detail there on how to review a tip, how to set some of the statuses and do some of the case management, send messages and other features. If you check back later on our YouTube page, we'll have further tutorials on various functions in the back end, but this is a good amount of information to get you started using the system and understanding the primary functions. Thank you so much. And one final note, now that we've reviewed our tip and learned how to review tips, to get back to the rest of the onboarding tutorial and finish that, we're going to want to select back to our home screen, and that will bring you back up with our Getting Started button. And to enter back into the tutorial, you'll simply click on that button and be taken to the specific step. And now at this point, since you've learned how to review an example tip, you can now click that box, save your inputs, and finish out your quick setup process. Thanks so much.